Give it up for the Paris Eternal.
A warm welcome to the Atlanta Reign.
They're going to Hollywood for Hybrid next, then Anubis for Assault, and finally Route 66 will be the escort map. Might need that 5th control map in there, wouldn't be surprised today. And here we go, Paris again. This is only their 3rd match so far in the Overwatch League. Going to play a lot in weeks 4 and 5, but you know, so far so good. They are 2-0. They've looked extremely strong doing it. And here they are, another team with a very strong start in the league. Of course, they are 4th overall in the standings, 3rd in their division. A lot of that owes to the man on your screen right now. Defran is our DPS player for this team, showing us the best Torbjorn we've ever seen in the Overwatch League.
Will feel, I think, a little bit better in the back half of this set after halftime.
True enough. Well, here we go. Time to get things started on Ilios. Paris Eternal taking on Atlanta Reign, and we are starting things off on Ruins. Pretty standard stuff from both teams, except for that Symmetra from Finzi. Interesting.
Responsible for that move on the high ground, separates the Paris tanks. As the rest of the team heads into that choke point, they were bringing up the rear with the Matrix and the Reinhardt shield, and now they're just going to go in.
Yeah, Defran just lobs the grab in there, because why not? Going to try to throw in that self-destruct. No kills out of that one, though. Dako comes slamming right on the back. And what a boom from Masa, Nico, and Benbest off the map again. And it has been all Atlanta so far here on Ilios.
Yeah, they're just...
All right, looks like they're ready for it. Defran getting jumped down right away, trying to back up. Pops that Molten Core, pushes back in.
Masa!
What, Masa? How in the world? Finding so many of these environmental kills.
Okay, Masa, I see you with 3 environmental kills already.
That works. Oh, Popo just pulls soon into the well as well with the halt, and yeah, that will be Atlanta Reign eventually winning this fight, claiming the point first.
Whoa, Paris.
All right then.
Paris, but they would have to force him to switch. That's the problem.
So far, teams have been able to do it, but they haven't been able to win it all the time. We'll see if EA is able to stick with it this time around. And that's another one. Popo pulls soon right into the well. You gotta watch out for that halt, man. Defran finishes off Benbest, and again, Paris just looking totally lost. They do get the kill on the Dogman, but that's gonna be about it. Now Defran maybe in a little bit of trouble. Nico trying to get a bit of revenge, but they lose Finzi as well, so it's still going to be Atlanta with the advantage. And right now, just trying to use that supercharger to win this fight efficiently, right? Some zoning potential, then Hip moves in with the Transcendence. That's going to let them walk all over that Torbjorn ultimate. But now, it's going to be the sound barrier for both teams. Self-destruct coming in, and that's going to be a kill onto Benbest. Atlanta turning this one around despite being trapped, but no, Finzi equalizes. A kill from the self-destruct onto Poco, and that's going to lead to another one onto Erster as well. Atlanta finally falling in this team fight to Paris. Long, extended brawl, and it has given Atlanta most of the control percent they need to win, but
Atlanta
finally takes it.
50% by extending that fight, and now they're going to swap off.
Backing out, giving Atlanta some room. And Atlanta just trying to position themselves, build up a bit more power onto Defran Zarya. Perhaps Erster in trouble, he's down. Hip with a smooth double kill, finishing off some of those on the Zenyatta.
That's a fight, though, that you expected to lose if you were Atlanta.
He gets him! He got him with the Bunny Blaster! No, the uppercut! Finish him off! Erster's still there on the point, but he's getting chased down into OT, and Paris Eternal, they will nearly equalize. Just gotta close this one out, but Benbest super low here. Now the respawn's coming in for Atlanta. The pendulum swinging back yet again. And it's Atlanta with a good chance to win this one. If they can retake, they do. And now just 6% remain. Defran down, though. He's on that Tracer, should be able to make it back in a hurry. 98, 99, into overtime again. It's ticking. Paris needs to get back to the point. Finzi there, gets demeched. Now Benbest back on the Hammond. May not last too long, nope. Goes down, Atlanta Reign trying to close this one out. Just Paris Eternal trickling onto the point here.
It looks like this is going to be a mop-up and a win for Atlanta in the end, though.
It should be, right? I mean, it seems like it's only a matter of time for Atlanta to take this map, but Paris trying to stall. It's not enough, and Atlanta Reign will take Ilios.
That's going to be rough. But...
Map 2 coming up. The cart, though. Getting a little bit low. He's got the Zarya shield, though. That lets him get healed up. Dogman, meanwhile, free farming behind, and BenBest goes down again. It just seems like Paris has had a really hard time keeping him alive in these team fights.
I mean, this is the best game we've seen from Masa so far, Doa. This match, he has been really on fire on setting up plays on this Lucio, and it was him moving the tank line of the Paris Eternal that is going to net them a first team fight win rate. Very patient, slow push. Yes, it took a minute 15 seconds, but Atlanta Reign win on the first fight, and they do it without using any ultimates.
Opportunity to just break right through it and skip this whole first fight phase in point B. What is this?
What are they doing right now?
That is interesting.
That is a
Can
really...
you get over the roof there?
Oh my.
Oh
my, what a play, what a grab!
Tosses in the grab, they're gonna make it work, and Cruz taken out by the ensuing self-destruct. Atlanta Reign breaking through that in the most stylish way I've ever seen. BenBest in quite a bit of trouble. We must flee. Die in the point, that's how it works, and well, I learned something new there, Monte Cristo.
That was incredible.
Whoa.
That's really the critical part right there. We're gonna look
Check
at this
that out
again with Defran. So watch the Lucio here, because the Lucio is gonna use the speed to give him a little bit of extra speed for the double right-click grenade jump into
so
a grab.
sick. That's one of the sickest things I've ever seen.
I'm just wowed by that play.
Paris Eternal just trying to find any way they can to stop Atlanta Reign, but it's not going well. BenBest down again. Atlanta just had his number all day, and the team fight wins have been so convincing. It hasn't even been close most of the time.
The amount of players and damage that they had.
Right.
But yes, not the greatest trade, but Soon is just going to get randomly caught out.
Man. Soon is apparently just describing when he's going to die in this fight, but that's a nice Earth Shatter coming in from BenBest now. Again, though, without your Zarya, you're going to have a really hard time putting any sort of damage. I mean, the Zarya is most of the damage in this composition. Here we go, not from you. Paris Eternal just scrambling to try to keep it alive. Soon does get knocked down. If they can kill him again, it's big. There goes Hip, though. Graviton Surge comes in, and Atlanta again crushing through Paris. Cruz the last to die in that fight. That tank booped into the other team. Cruz goes for it anyway. Can't quite find it, but that's a go button for Paris Eternal anyway. They do get the kill onto Popo in the end. So it worked out. They managed to force him back into that little room, and the damage was just a little bit too severe for Atlanta to deal with. So they will give up A pretty quick. Atlanta with a good chance to stall it out here. They're going to throw in the grab first. There's the Transcendence and the Sound Barrier. They kind of layered those. They might be in trouble. Oh, they are! There's a Shatter coming down from Popo. We've seen a lot of great Earth Shatters from this guy, and he's just going to keep the tradition going here with it. And another grab from Defran. We'll see when he decides to use it. BenBest looking in a lot of trouble. That was a nice boop, knocking him into the air. They didn't quite get the kill, but they do have to flee. They have got him separated now. Look at that. BenBest can't get to his team. They're going to drop the grab in anyway. Luckily, Hip does have the Transcendence, but as it ends, his teammates begin to fall. And Atlanta Reign just looking unbreakable here on defense. The end of the world for Atlanta Reign. They've already eaten up so much of Paris's time bank. Paris just lobbing the Graviton Surge.
Oh, beautiful.
Counter Shatter from Popo. Ooh, nearly got a lot out of that one, but the Sound Barrier bailing Paris out for the moment, but not for the fight, as BenBest soon do go down. That's going to be Atlanta once again stopping that payload hard.
Oh boy, that was such a massive investment for Paris up in time to block incoming damage, but Popo gets it up because of the Shatter.
True enough, trying to move through the left side here, but Atlanta with a lot of ultimates, they're just going to jump right on, man. They got the rally. Why not? What can Paris do? I guess BenBest can charge Dogman. That's something. Defran throws out the grab. Here comes the self-destruct, but everybody's already dead. He didn't even need it in the end. Atlanta Reign, though, they're going to be happy with that either way.
I mean, you don't have any support ultimates if you're Paris. You're just not going to survive a grab where the Reinhardt is swinging on you. The Diva's there. The charge Zarya is wrecking you.
Not going to be too disappointed with that one.
Yeah, that was a big reset for Atlanta, though. So Paris here, this is their last fight, but they're not really close to much besides that rally. And with Dogman with the trance,
situation. But
I don't even think you need to charge. Just shatter and slow him, you know?
Sure. Well, there's a Shatter coming in now from Popo. He saved it. It was all part of the plan, right? Graviton Surge comes in. Sound Barrier for Atlanta. Oh, and soon gets his grab eaten by Daco as well. Daco with a couple kills with the self-destruct goes down to the other one, but they may be able to win this one anyway. Atlanta certainly with the numbers advantage, and the BenBest Earth Shatter not going to gain them a whole lot in the back of that fight. Now it's just a cleanup for Atlanta Reign. They can't get back to it, and that will be Reign going up 2-0 in this series. These two teams coming into this one. Right now, it's all Atlanta Reign. We'll see if Paris can turn it around when we come back right after this.
But they are going to have to play dive into this to a certain degree, and that means that the Wrecking Ball is going to come out alongside, surprisingly, the Winston. This is Mega Dive.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we see on like maps like Route 66 sometimes.
Here we
Just
go.
like Mega Dive the Bastion and try to take him out. They're going to go in, right top Soon, trying to beat DPS down. I can't believe he lived. I cannot believe Soon is still alive right now. Fight's not over, but so far so good for Paris. They kept the Bastion alive. Oh, and Endlayer down in the back. Hip gets him with the headshot. That's something every Zen loves to see. He's going to get taken out by Poco eventually, but Paris coming back with a couple kills off of Soon's Bastion.
Oh, no.
And they're going to be able to hold for now.
Good time on that push.
Right, and you talk about, well, what about Lucio's healing boost? Well, he's probably not going to be using it. You need the speed. Oh, no, Urster gets caught in the doorway. A botched swing, and that's going to lead Poco to die here. Yeah, I mean, you come in. Now he gets moved away. Masa's so ready, or rather, Dogman's so ready for that one. Man, that is rough, dude.
Okay, I mean, you killed Nico, but he's going to get res, so.
That's right, yep, easy res. The timing is what made that a little bit rougher.
Yeah, you'd like to have it here.
For Atlanta. All right, gonna go in again, trying to dive onto Soon. Once again, Soon lives through it for the moment. Now the self-destruct coming out. Taco gets pushed away by that one, pops his own self-destruct. Meanwhile, Atlanta are getting the kills. They did finish off Soon, so it looks like they might be able to finally take point A here, but bam, that took a long time. Paris trying to just brawl it out. We'll see how long they can hold it. Atlanta Reign coming into the edge right now. Going for it. There's a Transcendence coming out for both teams. Finzy's mech already gone, though. Rough start for Paris as they back off, and there goes Cruz as well. Dogman picks him out of the air. And now Atlanta Reign free and clear to just jump on Paris and finish them off. So despite a slow point A, we might be seeing a really quick point B take by Reign here.
I mean, this is the gamble that you make, right? It's not bad for Paris. They still got
it. Wow, clean winning it. One fight is all it takes for Atlanta Reign to take B. As they rotate around, just making sure there's no one about to jump up on. Oh, and Urster gets two! He gets two with the concussion mine already. Another one onto Soon, and that's about as one-sided as it gets for the beginning of this defense for Atlanta.
Then it forces teams to go back to dive comps that they were having to run last season that they may not even be practicing right now, frankly.
Oh.
Kablam.
This is one of those things where, like, you watch the death cam and you're like, no, lucky Junkrat, stupid mind.
Right. No. But he can always just try and use it from spawn, so this has to be a fast push from Paris.
Sure does. Pokpo loses that supercharger early on. You can hear the tire. It's rolling. Soon's grab gets eaten by Daco. That's a big tool for Paris that they don't have now. Tire from on top, and he gets two. Bedbest and Nico, they just didn't know where it was coming from. And Paris with that sound barrier are just trying to cling to life, but it's just 30 seconds remaining now for Atlanta Reign to defend and win this map. There goes Soon, and the kills so staggered that Paris is really not going to be able to form a cohesive attack. I don't know, man. You got to do something at this point if you're Paris, but it might be too little, too late. They took one tick on A, but they're going to need a lot more if they want to stay alive in this map. Daco just tosses that self-destruct in again. Soon got trapped and killed by concussion mine. That's Atlanta Reign. They will win this series. 3-0 so far, one map to go, but it is already Atlanta Reign breaking the streak. Paris Eternal looking very mortal now.
Play dive, Paris.
Well, one more map to go, but it's all in already. See ya then. We got a sub coming in on the Atlanta Reign. You're not going to be surprised by this at all. It's DeFran coming back in for Endlayer. It's going to be the rally from Nico as Paris tries to meet the charge of Atlanta Reign head on. Way at self-destruct, and he kills him that one. No, not quite. Really optimistic self-destruct thrown in by Finzy, not deciding to pair that with anything. They didn't have the grab, but still, I don't know why you really throw that one in there.
I'm not sure what happened there. That looked like a miscommunication.
Might have been getting low health on the mech, wanted it back, who knows? Ooh, nice shatter from Benbest. They still need that follow-up, though. DeFran down, and that's the kind of follow-up you definitely need. Ooh, Benbest off the head! They're gonna follow off! Everybody's gonna die!
Finzy.
Oh, man.
Booping some prone targets. Nice play.
Daco's certainly been finding a good few self-destructs this series. There goes Nico Dogman with a great pick early on. That's going to be a 65. Crab thrown in. What else do they have for it? DeFran down, though. Cruz manages to finish him up, and it's going to be all Atlanta as they clear out Paris and finally get some movement on the payload. You take a big right click. When you're in that bastion, you're in trouble. Grab now from Paris. Try to get the kill off of the self-destruct. Fran does get caught by it. They lost their Bastion. Now Atlanta in a lot of trouble. They might not even be able to complete A unless they turn this fight around, and they need to do it in a hurry. We're into overtime. There goes Benbest. That's what Atlanta needed to start the comeback. They've got the sound barrier on the Paris side, though. Paris popping there as well. Atlanta, rather. Dogman down. So Paris, in the end, might be able to get it, but now we're into the bar brawl, that's for sure. Defran on the Tracer now, trying to just find the kills he can. Can he finish off Finzi? Defense Matrix finally runs out, and he does get the kill on the mech. So Atlanta Reign barely will take point A. It's a silly map, but they keep it going.
But Defran is saving this. He's got to deal with some respawns, though, including Nico also on a Tracer. They get it. Punch it through at the very end. They couldn't delay it quite enough. May take a couple of pushes, but they don't have much time. They've got one push left.
Pretty much. Benbest, ooh, Shatter doesn't hit anybody. The shields were up. Now the sound barrier for Atlanta. They're going to return fire here. It's going to be Hip again with his Transcendence. Trying to keep people alive. Another Dako self-destruct. No kills out of that one either, but now the follow-up from Atlanta. They're going to get Benbest in the grab. A lot of kills from that one, and that's going to be a clean fight win again from Atlanta.
That was ridiculously sloppy ult management from the Paris Eternal. They got no value out of basically any of the ults that they had. Atlanta just played back. They had plenty of time to get to the payload, and now another shot here for the Atlanta Reign. They should never have had that chance.
That's the thing. It's Atlanta Reign coming out of the gate on this map on their attack, looking really lackadaisical in general. Respawns in.
Yeah, they've got to poke this out too. So it should be just a game of touch the payload, try and delay it.
Yep.
But they need to poke out the rest of their ult charge, which is getting very close. Soon going to go for the grab immediately.
All right, a grab again. That's right, trapping him on top of the truck. Not a lot of kills coming out of that one. Back 0. Poke. Watching out, Dako. There's his self-destruct. Okay, Finzi down. Defran gets him when he's out of his mech. Stun meanwhile. Nico down. Poke with that. Oh, wow, the sound barrier comes in from Paris at just the right time. They've got a shot. They've got Popo separated, but Nico goes down. Now Defran turning this one around again. Full charge on that Zarya. What can you do? How did Popo live? Cruz dead again. And that's going to be Atlanta Reign closing this out.
That's why we're going to see Atlanta just play more passively until they get the Diva. They know they can't take this fight.
Yep, sure enough. And Cruz getting really close to that sound barrier too. They're going to have those support ultimates online soon. There's the grab now from Atlanta Reign. Can they get the kills before the support ultimates come out? They do. They kill Cruz right as the sound barrier comes online. That's going to be a little bit of an early Transcendence maybe from Dogman. We'll see if they can follow it up. They do. Popo finds Cruz actually in the back. Soon responding with his grab. Oh, and Dogman saved by the sound barrier from Masa. Oh, Finzi with the double kill. No protection from that one, as the support ultimates were pretty much down already. Masa gets one on Nico on the way out. So Atlanta Reign striking back a little bit, but still looking like Paris is going to move the payloads, right?
Yeah.
Dropping down the bridge, our Atlanta Reign. Popo diving in early. There's the grab. Oh, kills immediately coming in. I mean, again, it's a situation where there just weren't any support ultimates to protect Paris when they got so many people caught in the grab.
And you know, this might be a full hold though, so he can throw his self-destruct on the approach, but he's not going to get it.
Well, he should have it now.
Okay, he's going to get it. Where is it?
Right.
He's not self-destructing yet.
Not yet. You can just kind of do it in the payload after OT too. It's going to be a grab now from Paris. Can they follow it up? We'll see. Popo drops the Earth Shatter. Not a lot of suns, but the counter shatter comes in, gets blocked as well from Paris. Now we're brawling on the payload. Into overtime we go. It's going to be Transcendence, but Dako loses his mech early. I don't know if the self-destruct came out either. It was a bit rough. Benbest knocked around, but it's going to be Paris winning the fight in the end. A lot of ultimates for Paris Eternal. Online, they've actually got a good shot to win a fight and take B here. They're going to go in with the rally first. Popo responds with the shatter. It doesn't hit anybody with it. It's going to be the trance coming in from Paris. Now soon waiting for a chance to use that grab. Oh, Cruz down early. Erster found him. Got him the whip shot in the end. A lot of members of Paris, or of Atlanta rather, and Paris going to be waiting for a chance to use that grab. Oh, Cruz down early. Erster found him. Got him the whip shot in the end. A lot of members of Paris, or of Atlanta rather, and Paris going to clean that one up. They had the ultimates and they put them to good use. That's going to be B.
Yeah, Paris coming out a lot stronger on this map. Again, Atlanta down some key ultimates. They haven't been able to use their support ults very efficiently on this Paris Eternal attack. 2 minutes to get to the end of this map.
Atlanta did it. We'll see if Paris can, but point C on Grid 66 is definitely one of the toughest out there. Atlanta trying to hold this corner here.
Oh, they isolated soon.
Yeah, they did a little bit. Oh, the Shadow gets booped away. Tries to save Dogman, but he can't quite do it. Hip gets a kill anyway. Defran, though, responds with a kill on the Reinhardt, arguably a bit more valuable.
I mean, that was well played by both teams. Benbest realized that everybody was split off, so that they had a chance there to actually get the Shatter to keep Soon alive. He succeeds.
Here we go. Now Defran has that Graviton Surge as Paris pushes forward. Minute 24 on the clock. They got to get it done fast. There's a rally from Erster. Atlanta Reign drops a grab, doesn't get eaten. Damage coming in. There's a charge from Poco onto Soon. Trying to lead to a few more kills. They're going to dedicate the sound barrier to it as well to try to stay durable. Dako, half health, but he's okay. That's going to be a team fight win for Atlanta.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, the charge there pushed.
Paris's last chance, Atlanta's last chance if they want to get that 4-0 here as well. There's Finzi with the self-destruct. Soon really, really low. Benbest down as well. Dako, though, did get caught by Finzi's self-destruct. Ooh, nice Earth Shatter coming in from Popo, and that's going to seal the deal. Atlanta Reign will take the 4-0 over Paris Eternal.
Statement win for Atlanta. This is going to change a lot of people's minds. It's changed my mind about the Atlanta Reign coming into this match.
Me too. Man, me too. I gotta say, we knew that Atlanta had that raw skill. You know, we knew that Paris had that clean play, but Atlanta really proved something in this match. They proved that not only can they have that, you know, individual talent and that natural synergy, but they can actually turn that into very, very well thought out preparation for these teams, and arguably a very strong team that they just faced and beat pretty easily.
Yeah, I think it was smart of them to try that.